How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? Y'all fired up in these damn comments, boy. I ain't even get the damn video started. Y'all brothers wrote a damn soliloquy in this bitch. But damn. Let me get my comments out first. Shit, man. Damn. We built this city on rock and roll.
recognize my face. Say you don't care who goes to that hiding place.
This for the SYSBM brothers right here. Come on, y'all. This y'all theme song right here. This y'all song right here. Let's go.
You are so special, baby. I can't speak, I can't go. You know you drive me crazy, and you keep keeping on.
The Simp Anthem. Simp Anthem right here. Let's go.
Ready for work, let me be your lucky girl. In the evening, I put you back for the minute. Show you what you're worth, let me be your lucky girl. How would you feel about it, lady? To be treated like a queen, I wouldn't hesitate to give you anything you need. Could you be the one to give you a bath for the sea? I'm at your mercy, yeah. Pretty lady can't see. In the morning, ready for work, let me be your lucky girl. Girl, I qualify, I qualify. Show me what you worth, let me show you your lucky girl, baby. They say the man is supposed to be working while the lady stays at home. I say the man really loves a woman when he's not afraid to show how much he cares for her, like I care for you. And come on back, baby. I want you to give me all your love. 'Cause tonight, it's on. It's on. You come around me, shaking your thing around, but you can't keep turning me on like, girl, I just can't hold it down. Girl, lay your body right here next to mine. You can ride like a pony on a merry-go, you can ride it anytime. I wanna know how deep in your love, I wanna hold so deep in your love. I wanna rock and roll and lose control. Inside just can't erase. Sexy lady, break it off. Darling baby, break it off. My body needs your loving girl, so break me off a little bit, baby. In the morning, break it off. In the evening, take it off. My body needs your loving girl, so break me off a little bit. No more. Oh yeah. I wanna be the one who loves you, even though you got another. I wanna be the one who pleases you. I wanna be the one who kiss you be the one who treats you cool, baby. 'Cause I can see it in your eyes, the love that you feel, yeah. I wanna give you love back in return, oh baby.
Hope y'all getting ready for the new year. Got something for the fellas this time around. Talk to them, talk to them. Let's go.
If you really, really want it, all you gotta do is get up on it. If you really, really want it, all you gotta do is get up on it. The time has come for us, ooh, baby, to get real busy, baby. Oh, yes, it has. And you know,
I gotta play the remix, then we gonna get started, y'all. I know. I gotta play a little of the remix, just a little piece. This shit went hard right here, boy. Don Illuminati, this shit went hard, didn't it? You ready to go to war, ain't you? I see you. I read your comments.
Tell me what you want.
Come on, let's jam. Let's go.
the time has come for us, ooh, baby, to get real busy, baby. Oh, yes, it has.
I don't mess with this new shit, Don. I'm an old school nigga, Don. I don't mess with this new shit now. I'm on that old shit. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. This the shit that get you a girlfriend, get you a little wet. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here. I would tell y'all a story about one time I was in the club and they played this motherfucker right here. They was about to go home. They said, we about to close the doors, y'all. And they played this shit right here. Boy, it was 96.
I wanna do you like you've never been done. If you really want it, I wanna do you like you've
But I don't want to get X-rated by what happened on the dance floor.
never been done. I wanna do you like you've never been done.
But I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Baby, do you really want my love? I wanna do you like you've never been done. I like it, girl, when you leave. Get real freaky, baby. Come on.
All right, y'all. I'm up here eating on some runts. My bad. Get my shit together. So, let's see. Where do I begin? Save yourself, black man. Why I don't support it. First of all, let's explain what it is. It is a acronym which stands for Save Yourself, Black Man. It was, I don't know who coined it, but it's basically black men are saying they're giving up on their communities and they're, saying, fuck it, I'm going to go to Latin America. I'm going to go to the white community. I'm going to go to the Asian community and I'm going to date their women. I'm going to procreate with their women. And I'm not going to be some baby daddy, right? That is the saying, right? That the black man is somehow unfairly being asked to be a baby daddy to a mother, especially a mother, single mother with multiple children. That is the, quintessential idea that somehow the black man and all of his economic power and mental power and greatness that the black man is, right? The successful black man, the educated, successful black man is somehow being, forced to be a slave to the most ratchet, boomquisha, overweight black woman in the black community, right? This is the real gist of it. Now, if you think like that, if what I'm saying is inaccurate, every comment that they give comes from that place. So what I'm saying is based on what they think it is. This is what they're answering to, right? I'll make a video about how black men need to do this, or we need to have strong family units, we need to have this, we need to have that. And in the comment section, I'll get some SYSBM, save yourself black men. So we don't need strength. We don't need family structures then. We don't need none of that shit. We need to save ourselves, right? And you're going to go into a community, like, I don't know, let's say the Asian community, right? As if the black man, it is as if, I'm not even going to go in on you. I'm just saying what they think. It's as if the black man has respect around the world or some shit. Like you could just hop a plane and take your ass over to anywhere in the world and you'll be looked at with respect. They'll respect your country because you're American. But don't get it twisted. Piss one of them off. See, y'all forget I've stayed overseas for an extended period of time before. I'm a little older. I ain't no little teenager. And I'm not some little guy watching videos on YouTube, saving up to go hop in plane and go to Brazil for a week once or twice a year, right? I done this shit, right? I've been overseas. I done done my thing, right? So to me, look, I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. A lot of brothers that go overseas, man. Let me explain something to you. I'm gonna tell the truth. You go overseas, man, and you go over there, man, especially if you don't speak the language. Look, bro, you're gonna get in the car, especially in the DR. First words you're gonna hear is fucky. This is what they're gonna say. I'm telling you. They be speaking all fast shit that they say fucky, right? Because my Spanish was rusty the first time I went there. Bro, every time I got in the taxi, I was at a fucking whorehouse. I'm trying to go to the club, I'm trying to go out to eat, or we trying to go somewhere, and it's damn whorehouse. They take you every time you go to these countries. That's what it's known for. The same is like that in Brazil, right? And at the end of the day, Don Illuminati's running hard, man. Y'all know us black men can mess around and create a new race. Yeah, okay. Keep telling yourself that shit. Keep telling you that shit laughable, right? You got the dominant genes, right? Yeah, okay. Get you a white woman and let them kids marry and date out white. Tell me what your grandkids look like. What their children look like. Lily white. Like, okay, they'll breed your ass out of existence. But hey, it is what it is, right? No one gives them shit for it. I think they do get shit for it, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about this SYSBM. I'm not even talking about the brothers that travel. My thing is with the brothers that travel, don't be a lazy motherfucker. If you're gonna go over there, don't talk all this shit, go over there and buy pussy, okay? If you gonna talk this shit, let me tell you what you do. You up and you move your ass to the country and you learn the culture and you learn the language. So you ain't no fucking lick, all right? Otherwise, it's a lot of niggas on the internet, and when you listen to the ass talk, this nigga went over there for a couple of weeks or a week and saw a bunch of beautiful women and bought some pussy, and he come back here talking shit, which is probably about 75-80% of them niggas. Let's keep it above. Most of these niggas ain't overseas doing no business. These niggas ain't doing business in America. Like, let's stop this shit. The black man is the fucking bottom of the totem pole, and we need to stop talking like we the shit, like we such, apex men. Not the fuck you ain't. If a woman objectively came to America and she looked around, the last nigga she would want to get with, outside of the stereotype of the big, gigantic black dick, would be a white man. Let's just keep this shit above, right? I'm not even trying to be funny. What's the girl? What's her name? The pink lady. What's her name? I forgot that chick name. Damn. Crystal and Carazine. I mean, the reason Crystal and Carazine made sense. What's up, y'all? The reason she made sense to a lot of people and she grew was because, whether we admit it or not, the black man is at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, this is just, it's like if you playing it's like Russell Westbrook, right? You done turned the ball over 7 fucking times and they get you in the press conference and you talking shit like, man, I'm playing fine, man. I'm just gonna play my game. You're like, man, don't you understand that you need to stop playing the way you playing? You fucking up the damn, but I want him to keep doing that shit. Fuck the Lakers. Right? I hope LeBron lose and go into a retirement miserable. Fuck it. Fuck that nigga. That's how I feel, right? I don't like his ass, right? But that being said, it's as if it's like some of the people in this space are like Russell Westbrook. Like, some of y'all brothers got that same energy. You fucking up. You down 30. You blowing up. You got a bunch of turnovers. Your man hitting threes and shit. And then you get in the press conference and you talk, man, I'm this, I'm that, man. That's how these brothers talking. Like, man, shit, huh? Man, we the most desired men on earth. Like, no, you the most wanted to fuck men on earth. Nobody, when it comes to being a husband, nobody's saying it. You know who I want to marry? The pants-sagging black man in America. The black man who has the lowest net worth and is probably a lot of them are in jail. A lot of them are fucked up. A lot of them got multiple baby mamas. Like, let's just keep this shit a buck. I'm not shitting on black men. I'm one. Obviously, I'm not shitting on myself. I'm raising a son, so I'm not shitting on him. But come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on. We can type this shit. Look, over in subspace, we're going to keep this shit a buck. I don't give a fuck about what black women do. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when you say save yourself, what that really, we need to unpack that shit. Because there's a lot of sloppy ass motherfuckers saying SYSBM. A lot of sloppy people. A lot of people are sloppy as hell. A lot of people are anti-family, anti-raising children, anti-anything, right? And then they'll throw out, by the way, SYSBM. Instead of understanding, no, motherfucker, you are down with the small hat shit that they pushing. You don't want families. You don't want to raise kids. You don't want to do shit. You just want to fuck. You're a hedonist. You write what they want you. Dominate it, like I play in the video that I play all the time, The Left's Quest to Destroy the Family, right? In that video, it always talks about how they have you always preoccupied with sex and fucking all the time, right? And look, when I've been young before, I've been 20 years old. I know how that shit goes. You have an erection every 5 minutes. I know. Been there, right? But I had a goal at 20 years old, too. I wasn't just out there chasing pussy. I still had goals and desires and shit that I wanted in life, and I was focused on being a basketball player and shit like that. So I had shit I was focused on. But, I just, it's funny to me. I think a lot of these brothers that are out here talking this shit about saving themselves, nobody gives a fuck. Go ahead, leave. A lot of y'all, look, listen, man. And I know this is just medicine. This is just, some of us need to hear this. Some of us, we already know this. Some of us, it ain't even, I'm not talking to you, okay? So don't worry, it's not at all black men. But let me say this. Some of these niggas, y'all need to go. Nobody's no woman wants you. No quality woman that looks like anything that you would want to give you the time of day. So you probably would be better buying pussy in the DR. That's just, and you need to do that shit. I encourage you, brothers. Listen, catch a flight, go buy all the prostitutes, fuck learning the language. Just go over there. Shut the fuck up, though. Don't talk shit now. Don't come back and talk like you missed a big shot, right? Because this is the thing. You ever notice? Let me tell you what I don't hear. And this is interesting. I played ball in Puerto Rico, too. And I'm going to tell you something. You know what I find interesting? Why is it that we always want to go to the DR, we want to go to Brazil, but you don't hear that much about Puerto Rico, do you? You don't even need no passport to go to Puerto Rico. Why you want to go there? Why don't you go to Puerto Rico? I don't hear a lot about Puerto Rico. I hear a lot about the DR. I hear a lot about, all these Latin countries, Colombia. Puerto Rico, it's American, so it's better. It's quality shit over there. You could just hop the plane. Why don't you brothers want to go to Puerto Rico? Why Puerto Rico ain't on the list? You know what I'm saying? But better yet, fuck it. Why don't when you go to New York, go to Spanish Harlem, go catch you one up there, shit. Or go to Miami, go to South Beach and get you one there. Shit, you could just drive to Miami and catch a little $200 flight. You ain't got to know no language. They all know English. in Miami, right? In Spanish Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Just go there if that's what it's about. But you notice the most prevalent spots that these brothers want to go to are the places where these women are struggling financially. Why? Because then you can take your money and dangle it in front of this woman and buy her. That ain't no player shit, dog. I'm just keep the shit above, right? That ain't no player shit. And I know, man, fuck being a player. Okay. Yeah. All right. You know exactly what I mean by that's not no player shit. I mean, that is some weak shit. That's not, you don't have any, I don't know, what's the word, guile or any je ne sais quoi, you know what I'm saying, with the women, with the ladies. And that's part of being a man. You got to deal with that shit, man. You got to face your shortcomings, whatever they may be, right? That's number one. When it comes to the whole why I don't support it, first of all, I give a fuck about the black community. I do. Now, what does that mean? Let's unpack that for a second, because according to SYSBM, what's up, Wacky? According to SYSBM, they'll say, well, why the fuck should I go be a stepdad? And why should I go out here and be with Boom Quisha when she, I'm like, I didn't tell you to do all that shit. Who told you? I'm turning around like, who said that? Let me see. Is anybody over here? Oh, see, let me see. Is anybody on the other side of the basement over here? Hold on. I don't know. So I didn't tell you to go and be a stepdad. No one is ever asking a black man to be a stepdad. But let me say this, number one, first of all. Let's divide this shit out a little bit, right? First of all stepdads aren't simps, okay? I know y'all been told that shit. I know you've been listening, because see, a lot of us get our ideologies and our worldviews from fucking YouTube and shit, and from motherfuckers that really ain't got shit figured out. A bunch of losers, just real shit. Like niggas that ain't really built shit, ain't never done shit. Or if they have, they just built it on YouTube. They got lucky with a couple of viral videos. And that's who you think can explain to you about life, right? And tell you how to figure shit out, right? And then you look at it and you're like, you know what? This dude, like, you know, if you meet some of these guys in person, you're like, damn, you listen to them, they talk like this, but they're not really like that. You know, or better yet, you know, I just don't think you should get your talking points or your life. You can, man. Look, I ain't gonna even say that. It's some good shit on YouTube. It's some good, you know, people on YouTube talking, making some good points. I'm not gonna shit on everything, because I done heard a lot of wise shit on YouTube, a lot of good points, right? But your core value system is something that you probably should have had instilled in you when you were younger. And if you don't have a core value system and you come into space like this, what'll happen is you'll wind up getting pulled in all types of different directions. And you won't really look at the ramifications of having a worldview that tells you to tell people to say fuck off, right? To say fuck the community, fuck everybody. It's all about me and my dick and me having a nut, right? I love busting nuts. Who don't like to get a nut, right? But the thing is, just because a man is a stepfather, it's not automatically assumed he's a simp. It's not automatically assumed that if he's a stepfather, that he's being disrespected. It's not automatically assumed that if he's a stepfather, those kids are talking to him, talking about fill in the blank, you ain't my what? Daddy, right? That's not automatic. And I think I've met stepfathers that get respect from the kids. And the kids, if that stepfather got his game tight, those kids would be like, shit, I respect this man, like Shaquille O'Neal. We don't talk about that. What did Shaquille O'Neal say? What did he say? Let me see if I can find that song right quick, right? Let's see. Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see if I can do this. Phil is my dad or something like that. Hey, can I find it? I don't think I got it. I think it's Shaq Fu to Return. No Hook with Method Man. Let's see. Shaq got it made. Biological didn't bother. That's it.
Yo, I want to dedicate this song to Philip Arthur Harrison for it up, because he was the one who took me from a boy to a man. So as far as I'm concerned, he's my father, because my biological didn't bother. Biological father left me in the cold. A few months old, I thought a child was greater than gold, but I guess not. You brought me into this world, but you're not my dad. Mess around with them drugs, make my mom mad.
So he's saying his dad was messing around with drugs. Mom had the baby by him. And then they met Phil with the guy he was talking about, Phil Harris, man from military man. Got with his mom, took him to Germany, and raised Shaquille O'Neal.
So we left you with no remorse or pity. Took the first bus from New York to Jersey City. I left out alone, now that's pressure. Mom's gotta go to work. Drop me off, Odessa, Roma, I did it, whoever, I found it. He kept it. He took me from a boy to a man so Phil is my father, cause my biological didn't bother.
So that this is I love this song because he's saying that look, you know, this man, I love this man because he raised me. He gave me respect. He taught me how to be a man. And he got to the NBA, made millions of dollars, and showed love, right? Every child ain't gonna be an NBA ball player. Like a lot of y'all, if they told you, hey man, be this kid's stepdad. He got a nice looking mom, you know, and when he get older, he gonna be the next Zion Williams. A lot of niggas will take that deal then, which is telling. It's telling, right? Am I saying that you should be a stepfather? No. But what I am not gonna do is disrespect a man that raises somebody else's child as if he's his own and he gets respect and he's not being like a chump with that shit. I gotta respect a man like that. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think that's where we kind of lose focus. I think sometimes we drag these brothers and say shit about brothers, the brothers you see out on the street, right? And so I'm not gonna assume that every man that does it now, save yourself, black man, will say, well, I don't want to be a stepdad, da da da. Okay, well, I think I've established that a stepdad is not 100% just a simp. That's on you. If you get disrespected and treated like a piece of shit as a stepdad, that's on your weak ass. That's you as a man. And I don't give a fuck if it's your wife and it's your original child. You let a woman talk to you in a kind of way and treat you in a kind of way and disrespect you, then use a simp. It ain't got nothing to do with being a stepdad. The stepdad, that's just he's in that position. But when the dad gets talked to like that, it's because he chose not to establish guidelines and respect. It ain't gonna be no peace in that house. Like I talked about, if I'm getting disrespected and I'm paying these fucking bills, it's not gonna go like that. And see, that's what gets me about this whole situation. It's like we always want to assume whenever you listen to a lot of these brothers and they type in the comments of my videos, they say, I don't want to be a baby daddy. I'm like, first of all, are you even economically able to be a baby daddy? Like, let's just keep it, not a baby dad, but a stepdad. Like, can you pay for the child's education? Or will you just send them to public school? And if you send them to public school, can you put them in a nice neighborhood with a nice house? Because rent high in the motherfucker right now. Can you put that child in a quality neighborhood where if they go to school, they'll get a quality education? Huh? Can you do what's up, y'all? What's up? Like, I don't think we can do that. I think a lot of brothers that's talking, like if you're making 65, you might need to shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody talking to you. They're like, you making 60, I'm not shitting on 65,000. What I'm saying is you barely can take care of a woman anyway at 65,000. You can probably take care of a woman. It's a certain type of woman you can take care of, but you can't just take care of a woman like that. So you might need to go sit down somewhere. The brothers that probably can only talk like that need to be making about 130 or more. I'm just being straight. 90,000, maybe 90. You might, depending on where you at. You in the South, yeah, you probably can pull it off. But if your ass in like New York somewhere, 100,000, no. Go sit down. Shit, you might be a security guard out there making 90,000 in California. It's not like that. So I just don't see how we can sit and disrespect. We disrespect a lot of black men in this space. And we shit on a lot of brothers. And we call them names and labels and shit because we see them some kind of way. This SYSBM shit, I don't like it. I'm gonna tell you another little secret. When I see this shit and I see about 30 guys on a panel, guess what? I don't go in that motherfucker. I don't even watch that bullshit. I don't. Sorry. I'm not gonna sit there and listen to a bunch of niggas on a Saturday night for 8 hours tell me about how frustrated they are. They can't find a good black woman and they've been looking for 10 years and they can't find one quality black woman. And even when they have conversations with black women, they're so much more intelligent than the woman that they can't even have a basic ass conversation with her, right? Like this, I get tired of that same little tired ass argument. When I came in YouTube, I saw that shit for like the first 3-4 months. After a while, I got burned out. I was like, okay, man, shit, man, damn, it's the same shit. And then they start making up all these little, painting these caricatures in their minds, like, well, you know, it's the single baby mom. She's overweight. She has 2.5 kids. She has this, she has that. She's educated. She's a feminist. She's ultra democratic. That's a bitch I'm gonna run from. I'm with you. Shit, I'm running from her ass. I'm running, right? I'm with you. Hey, you know what I'm saying? So then it went from there to any woman that is a divorcee, or why did he divorce her? Well, shit, what if he's whooping her ass and cheating on her, or had a gambling problem or some shit, and she divorced him? Well, why did she choose him? Damn, y'all niggas, it's always never stop, right? Never stop. So I'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. So I'm gonna tell you something. If you're a young black girl and you're listening to this, if you don't want to be dragged at 17 years old, you should know what every man that you see in your face is going to be doing in the next 15 years. You should know beyond the shadow of a doubt. And if you don't at 17 years old, you're supposed to figure that shit out. You're supposed to see around corners as a black girl. If you don't, you're the problem, because you got to fuck the right man. Right? Because if 17, if you're going to fuck somebody, you got to fuck the right nigga. Now, if you don't at 17, now we all know 17-year-old girls ain't going to make the best decisions. Chemically, it's impossible for them to do that in their brain. They shit ain't even developed yet. Right? But we'll hold them accountable for that shit when they 20, 25, 30. Oh, she ain't shit, man. She got an 8-year-old. She'll fuck up. Like, oh, well, why she'll fuck up? Because she got a child. Well, shit, that's it. You're not going to investigate why and what happened and what are the dynamics behind that shit? So because she didn't choose to just suck the baby's brains through a tube, she a piece of shit? I ain't like that. I'm not like that. Because Lord knows Sub and went up in some pussy raw. Like that, let's just keep this shit above. If you ever went up in some coochie raw, busting a nut or not, you went up in there, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Because y'all know what pre is. And every nigga that done stuck his dick in a woman without a rubber need to shut the fuck up. And if you ain't stuck your shit in a woman that you really didn't like that, and you didn't think she'd make a good mother, you just as bad as the woman that fucked the Pookie and Ray Ray. Oops. I said it. And guess what? A lot of them niggas, when they get a child by that woman that they don't like, they ain't shit deadbeat fathers. And a lot of these are educated black men that are in this space that's talking this shit. A lot of these niggas got kids out of wedlock while they on here talking that shit. Y'all don't hear me this morning. Y'all don't hear me. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Carlton? Y'all don't hear me, man. A lot of y'all niggas is out here fucking with these girls, knowing damn well you ain't ready for that shit. But you get with the woman, she fuck around and get pregnant. I actually take hats off to a woman that don't have an abortion, because it's easy now. You just go pay $500 and it's gone, right? And the problems are gone. They ain't got to worry about shit. And ain't got this and ain't got that. And you keep that shit to yourself, and hey, nobody will know. The next nigga you meet, he don't even know you had an abortion, right? But if you say, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give this child a chance at life. I'm gonna give him a child to be born. Give him a chance to be born, right? And and at the end of the day, I just think that we got to tell the truth about ourselves, man. And we got to look at ourselves and tell the truth. And the reason I don't believe in and support this SYSBM movement is because I feel like you'll never go anywhere on this planet as a black man and be able to separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you guys, you can stay. I'm not going to convince you, brother. I mean, you love the sisters. You got a dilemma, brother. You got a dilemma. You SYSBM, but say, hey, but fuck me, but you love the sister. You can't, man. You got to say, fuck it. You got to, like, let me explain what I'm saying. Your community, right? I care about my community. That's a big reason why I got Lifting the Veil IT Academy. That's a big reason why I do other things that I don't really need to talk about. But I do a lot of things, man. I try to help people. I try to give back. I try to invest in my community. It doesn't deter the trajectory of my life. It's not hurting me. It's not stopping me from accomplishing my dreams. It's not doing anything like that. But it is something that, you know what I'm saying? I just, at the end of the day, your dad was educated, beat, and a deadbeat. I don't think she alive, bro. I don't think she alive. I don't think she's alive. A lot of these educated lame niggas ain't shit. Like, listen to them talk. Listen to these niggas. They on this space talking about how to get out of child support. How the fuck you gonna get out? It's your child. You think every nigga that was listening to Glendon Cameron in that video he did some years ago that I thought was fucked up, explaining to men how to get out of child support, you think every nigga in the comment section was a good father that really loves his child and want to provide for his child and make sure they got what they need? Like, come on, let's stop. Let me explain something to you. A lot of black men do not bond with their children, okay? A lot of black men, it's not a big fucking deal for black men to not give a fuck about seeing a child for 6 months at a time. I'm just keeping this shit a buck. I got homeboys. I'm not lying. I got niggas I know that's educated, don't see their kids but twice a year. They might see them 4th of July and Christmas, maybe. That's it. And they call them on the phone and they think that's being a good father. Listen to Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon got millions of dollars. Listen to him. This nigga got millions of dollars. This nigga done popped out babies all across the fucking country. Ain't marrying none of them women. Got all these children out of wedlock, spreading them out, just making a fucking mess, right? Look at Dwight Howard, NBA player, all them kids. Look at all the damn professional basketball players with 18 baby mamas and football and rappers and athletes, Future, all of them. These are the good quality, high value men. Are they getting married? Are they raising their fucking kids? Do they give a fuck? No. I honestly don't think Future, I ain't in the Future business like that. How many times does he see young Future that's out there in Seattle? Right? How many times a year does he see him? I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They had so my thing is at the end of the day, I think a lot of these educated lame niggas are pieces of shit. That's what I really feel. Y'all ain't no better than the niggas that you think you better because you went to school. That's the only thing you got is you ain't got no criminal record and you went to college. But you are just as low as far as morals. You have no fucking morals. A lot of them niggas, not all y'all, I'm not talking to anybody in particular, but a lot of them niggas have no morals. They don't give a fuck about their children. I'm telling you what I know. They're not taught to give a fuck because they didn't raise, their dad didn't give a fuck. That shit ain't got nothing to do with just being a Pookie and Ray Ray. Shit, to be honest with you, a lot of these Pookie and Ray Rays might be better fathers, to be honest with you. Shit, who gonna be at the game? Look, when I go to the game, a lot of times they beat them damn thug niggas at the games watching their sons and shit. A lot of them. When I go to this shit, a lot of these educated niggas ain't really they about pussy. A lot of them, especially the ones that are like lame, because every educated man ain't lame. So the ones that are really educated lames, you know what I mean? Like not fitting into the stereotype, that don't fit the swag, that lack the swag, right? Those brothers, oh shit. When they get up and get a degree and they in their 30s and they start getting a little confidence and shit about themselves, they're gonna fuck for 40, at least till they about 46, 47, before they even think about getting a wife. That's just the bottom line, because they gotta make up for all the years when they didn't get the best pussy. Now they mad because they didn't get the pussy when they was 25. They got it when they was 35. Yeah, she gave it to me, but then she had stretch marks. Like that type of shit. I don't want it then. Shit, I want it when she was 22. Right? My thing was, I got it at 22, 32, 42. It don't make a difference. But everybody isn't like that. And my thing is, you got to know your lane. You know what I'm saying? Some of these brothers, man, I don't think that I don't think that these educated lanes, I think a lot of these niggas think better of themselves than they really are. They pieces of shit. They're immoral. A lot of them don't see their kids. Look at how many times they on fucking YouTube. These niggas might be making videos every day and got kids. Like, well, shit, your child in another state. Did you go see him? You know what I'm saying? This shit kind of, you do the math. Okay, this nigga in the same room every day for like a month straight. Like every day he pointing the video. He either here or he either there. And I'm not talking about nobody in particular. He's either here or he's there every time. Damn, when does he find time for his kids? Because when you with your kids, you're going to take a couple of days off, unless they're in the house with you, right? And they see them every day, which most of these niggas don't, because they talking this SYSBM shit, right? So they're not with nobody. So they're not seeing these kids every day. They don't give a fuck about their children. So to me, you deserve to be at the bottom when you got that type of mentality and outlook on life. You deserve to be the scum of the fucking earth. That's just how I feel about it. I know you like, you niggas, man, this nigga like, he hate black men. No, I love us, man. I love my brothers. We the shit. Right? When we got our shit together. We the shit when we got it together. Like if you all things being equal, can't nobody fuck with a black man. I get it. I get why you brothers say we the most desired. Because let's be honest, I get it. We the most athletic, we the strongest, we everything. We got the highest level of tests, we got more muscle, we got everything that makes physical attributes of a man, we dominate that shit. So I get it, right? And I've been to foreign countries. I had women look at me that want to fuck just on the sheer just physicality. All that shit, I get it. So yeah, I get why. And that shit go to our heads and we think, well, that means I'm this. No, that don't mean shit. That don't mean that if you ask these women who they want to marry, because there's a difference. We got women that say, who makes a good husband? Now, who you want to fuck? Who's gonna break your back? Those are two different things. See what I'm saying? So, you know, I just at the end of the day, and CJM, I hear you saying these brothers up, but that's the problem, bro. These brothers are out here saying a lot of fucked up shit and then throwing that SYSBM shit in there. Y'all might want to clean that shit up and explain it better. Save yourselves, to me, sounds like you're assuming every black man, every black person in the black community expects the black man to come back to his community and marry Boom Quisha with multiple children by multiple dads that's 400 pounds and works at McDonald's and take your 750 credit score, buy her a house, buy her a car, let her children and her disrespect you, and you sit there and barely get some pussy. That's the type of comments I get all the time. I get those comments all the time. People swear up and down that that's what they do. Hold on, guys, because I was waiting on a phone call. Hold on one second. That's the whole thing, guys. We get a lot of that going on. Damn, that was him. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So the thing is, guys, I want a lot of us to be successful in life and stuff. A lot of shit we got to be willing to pay the cost for. And I don't think a lot of brothers want to be that. A lot of brothers don't want to pay the cost to be the boss. They don't. When you're saying you're going to pay the cost to be the boss, that means you're going to pay bills. You're going to do the shit that you're supposed to do. And you won't take no shit. Like a real man that's on his shit ain't finna take no shit from no damn baby mama, from no stepmom. I mean, from no stepson, stepdaughter. Not gonna take no shit from his wife, his woman. None of that shit, man. If you're on top of your shit, Chris, you don't take shit from nobody. I have no reason to be angry at black women in America. No reason, not one reason. I have no reason. I'm not mad at them. I'm not. I see the fuckery though. I see it. I call that shit out from time to time. I make videos talking about black women and their fuckery. I've made it. I can go through my list. Y'all can see I'm consistent. I don't try to be 100% one way. But I got a comment in my comment section or should I say yesterday, that's Spanish, right? And when I saw it, I was like, damn, like, why is it so much, this shit in my comment section all the time about this save yourself, all this shit. I'm just so sick of that shit. I see that shit all the time. I'm tired of it. I think it's dysfunctional. I think it's negative. I think it encourages men not really taking responsibility for a lot of shit. And you should take responsibility for the shit that's going on in your community. You should. Because guess what? Guess who running this bitch? Guess who is supposed to be the leader of the community? The black man. And if the black man is not the leader of his own community, then what the fuck is he a leader of? You know what I'm saying? That's the problem I have. You know what I'm saying? So, the whole, guys, can you explain? Can somebody explain to me the SYSBM? Because I hear you guys saying they're separate. What is it? Because when I go and I look, I mean, he can respond. I ain't gonna go there, G Dizzle. I ain't gonna go there. He can respond. I ain't gonna know. Ain't we can go there, G Dizzle. I mean, he could respond, but hey, I know he's a big progenitor of that shit. I listened to a couple of it. I don't understand what the shit is. I don't. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, this whole argument of save yourself, my battery's dead, man. My battery's completely dead. I'm trying to charge my damn phone. But anyway, this whole idea and philosophy of this shit, just type it out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what's up? Got you supporters, you on time. What's up, Theo? What's up, man? Let me say this, man. I'm gonna say this. If you are going to go and stamp your passport and you're not lazy with that shit, and you're going over there and you're learning the language, you're learning the culture, and you're not just some fucking lick that's allowing women to just make an ass out of you in these foreign countries, then I ain't got shit to say to you. That's different, right? But if you one of these brothers, like I said, like most black men, we economically at the bottom, a lot of us. So what we'll do is we'll save up, take a trip every 3 to 6 months, and we'll go over to, I don't know about Africa. We'll go over to the Dominican Republic. We might go to, somewhere Mexico, Tijuana, or some shit. And then we'll come back and we bought some pussy, and then we sit up there and we brag about this. No, I'm saying, Carlton, my phone's dead. That's what I'm trying to say. Divest us from what, though? Divest us from what? Divesting from from the black community. So I'm a black man who wants to separate himself from the black community, period. Now, if you're saying you want to separate yourself from like this Black Lives Matter, Pookie and Ray Ray protesting Democrat bullshit, then you might have a point. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you might have a point. But if you're saying I'm going to divest and separate myself from the whole of the community because of the negatives of the community in everything, baby and bathwater, you know what I'm saying? I disagree with that shit. I do. Because I don't think that that's actually good for the community. And I don't think it's good for you at the end of the day. Because you won't get any respect in any other place in this world. Now, you may get respect. Your dollars will get you respect. Your passport will get you some respect. But if you piss these people off, and I'm telling you as a guy who has pissed off people in foreign countries and has had arguments with people in foreign countries and didn't know one guy in Spanish. I got into it with a guy. We was in the DR, and we was at GameWorks in Mega Central, which y'all know about Mega Central. Y'all know that about that. See, y'all don't know. I fuck with your boy Sub. We had some fun. But I went over there, get me a bunch of Presidentes and shit. Y'all, hey, I know about it. Right? With the Johnny Walker and the orange juice. I know about it. Anyway, we was over there, and Monday night at GameWorks was live, and these dudes from New York, they were Dominican, but they had a little Don Omar braids and shit, got the braids down their back and shit. So it's a table like right on the corner. We had been in the country for like 2-3 weeks, right? So we got this table on the corner because he had it the last week, and the next week they had it. So last week when we was about to leave, we getting that bitch. We're gonna get there early. We're gonna get that table. So we got there early. We got the table, right? We sitting there, and these motherfuckers came in there late, like 10:30, with this privileged ass look like they run the bitch. Now, they got on these Timbs and shit. That's what really get me. Like, you motherfuckers got on New York hats and shit. Everything about you is hip-hop culture, which is our fucking culture, bitch. But you trying to, anyway, they came in there, right? And they was looking, and they was pointing, and they was saying some shit in Spanish real fast. I ain't know what the fuck they were saying. And the waiter was looking all serious and shit. So he left. And they left and shit. They went and got another table, and we parted, and then we left. But they wanted that table because they wanted to be on the edge because they want to be seen. That's what this shit was about. It was about attention. They was buying bottles and shit. So we buying bottles. We had our fun too. Fuck them niggas. We gonna have our fun too. Bitch, you don't own GameWorks. We actually knew the owner, Edmund Hermida. Shout out to Edmund. If you from the DR, just mention that name. Edmund Hermida, the guy that owns all the casinos, wealthy as hell, billionaire, live right next to Sammy Sosa. That was the homie. That's the homie. Shout out to my homeboy. He know who he is. He the one. Edmund was how did we meet him? My homeboy offered to buy him a drink. His rich ass. My homeboy was like, hey, how you doing? Walked up to him, started talking. Next thing you know, He taking us to the cockfights and shit. Man, we lived it up. We had some fun over there. We was like freaking Shaq and Kobe over that motherfucker, man. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? We had fun over there. But anyway, I noticed the next day we came back and they had this thing called Cookie Crunch. I like to get one before I left. Like we was leaving that Wednesday, I think. So I came and got a Cookie Crunch. We went to the gym. And I'm sitting there, and then the waiter came over and he was just shaking his head because we didn't see him no more because he was somebody else waiter. And so I said, what's up? He said, man, those guys, man, they were really offensive and they were really saying some real negative racial things and talking about African Americans, and because he knew fluent English. So he was just really talking about African Americans and dragging them and saying a lot of shit about you guys. And I just didn't like it, man, because he didn't know you. And I just thought that was messed up. So I was like, oh, okay. Now I asked him, I said, it's funny. I say, we have fun over here and stuff, but anytime somebody gets upset with an African American, what's the first thing out their mouth? I'm talking about you can go to third world India some fucking well where they bathing and pissing and shitting in the same water and drinking it. All right. And you can go over to that bitch and you can talk to one of them and you can say, hey, we in India. What's happening? What's up? Da da da. Oh, okay. Piss one of them off. What's the first thing out their mouth? Oh, you are a joke. You are a laughing stock of the world. So I don't give a fuck where you go. You'll never be able to separate yourself from that shit. Go to China. Go to China. It's well documented what's going on in China right now, right? With the Chinese government and how the Chinese government sanctions how they treat Africans and African Americans alike over there. They will throw your ass out of your apartment. You can pay them and they will throw your ass out. Nowhere in this world are you going to be able to go, black man, and separate yourself from your heritage and your culture. And you shouldn't want to. I don't give a fuck. I'm proud of my whole heritage. I'm proud of being a descendant of slaves. I'm proud of my grandfolks. I'm proud of my mom and dad that did the Montgomery bus boycott. I'm proud of my heritage, proud of my people. As flawed and fucked up as it may be, super Democrat as it may be, I still love black folks. Right? That doesn't mean I accept bullshit, though. That doesn't mean that I'm telling you to fall on your sword and marry a baby mama with 5 kids. I never said that. Right? You don't have to. You don't have to. You could go to whatever country, learn the language, marry a woman, right? And if she a rider, which if she really is your wife and loves your ass, y'all can move back to America. Y'all can get a house, raise them, and be happy. And I wouldn't have shit to say to you. Wouldn't have shit to say to you. But if you go half-ass it, which a lot of brothers are, that's on this space, a lot of brothers are talking shit. A lot of brothers are in this space. Azrael, what's up? A lot of brothers are in this space talking shit, and they ain't got their shit together. A lot of brothers in this space talking shit, and they can't leave these countries and go to different places and do the things they say they want to do for an extended period of time. You go overseas, that's why we advocate for success in black male autonomy. Okay, I think I'm gonna tell you what, CJM, you need to go talk to some of these brothers that's commenting in people's comment section, because you'll say some shit like that, and somebody come along and contradict everything you say in the comments. Everything you say, right? And so it's hard when one guy says something and then another guy comes along and just completely misrepresents, because it sounds like to me it's saying I'm not going to give a fuck about the black community. That's what it sounds like they really say. Fuck the black community. The community, right? Ain't that what they call it? Fuck the community. I don't care about the community. I don't care about young black boys. I don't care about investing in young black boys. Where's the baby daddy? I've had conversations with people, run-ins with certain YouTubers that will remain nameless, where this was literally what he said out of his mouth. Right? Called him on the phone. We talked. We chopped it up. We smoothed it out. But I'm just saying, I've had situations like that. To sit up here, I think we want to sit up here and act like these black men really give a fuck. They don't, man. They don't. A lot of them don't. Sounds like he's waving the white flag. Fuck. Yeah, that's exactly what it is, bro. That's exactly what I think it is. That's just me. Now, am I saying that you should accept any of the shit that, if you tell me, hey, well, what are you saying? Should I come back in the community and do what? Should you come back into the community and accept disrespect? No. Should you come back into the community and marry a baby mama with 5 kids and be disrespected and do this? No. So, I mean, we both agree. Where's the problem? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. But when the brother comes in my comments and says shit like that and say, save yourself, it's a problem. Because it's almost like if I tell black men, hey, man, you know, you should start doing this shit as a man. Make sure we try to build healthy, intact families and give our children strong systems where they can learn and have a core value system, really be intentional and on purpose about their education, about their spiritual well-being. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But just turning around and saying, no, man, you know, that ain't what we want. What we want is, you know, just to stay the fuck away and go over. Well, shit, this shit ain't really well thought out to me. Well, you know what I'm saying? It's not well thought out to me. I don't owe the black community anything. Well, we know, Azrael, you 20 years, bro. You young as hell. You really just shouldn't be doing shit but building for yourself. That's real. You know me and you done talked about this, brother. You shouldn't be doing shit. Nobody listen. Azrael, go do you, bro. I never have been the one to try to hold a brother back. You know what I'm saying? And you know me and you cool, man. But shit, at the end of the day, you always come in my comments and I say, watch Azrael bring his ass in here. He gonna be at me soon. I knew it. I said, when I put this damn video up, I bet you, and here you go, right on schedule. Oh shit. But don't. It's all about taking money from them. Well, look. What is the status of the black community? What do you mean? What is the status? The black community is at the toilet. It's the toilet. You know what I'm saying? I just told him to save himself. No, I know he is convinced of his own opinion and I'm not going to change him. So I'm not going to sit here and go back and forth with him trying to convince him to invest in young black boys or to want to help the community to do. Fuck it. He want to go overseas. He want to go get his queen. Go ahead. Do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problem with that. That's not telling him. That's not me saying bail on your community. I'm saying that you'll never be able to separate yourself from your heritage and from your lineage. You can't do that. Shit is impossible. You give a fuck what country you go to, what language you learn, wherever you go, even if you learn the culture, you'll never be able to remove that shit from your DNA and from your heritage. You know what I'm saying? So can I save myself from the toilet? D, I don't even know who you are, but it's in the toilet because of people like you. You get it? It's in the toilet because you refuse to accept responsibility. You think it means to take blame. Yeah, I just talked to him. You think it means to take blame. I'm saying to take responsibility. Those are two different things. I mean, when you see me making these videos, I'm encouraging brothers to take responsibility for their community. Not saying to take the blame for the community. I blame that shit on Pookie and Ray Ray, COINTELPRO, a lot of other shit. Black people being stupid, not having critical thinking skills. It's a lot of reason why the black community is fucked up. It's not your fault individually. You know what I'm saying? You sticking to my title. Okay, well, you just want to go back and forth. I get it. Sub-Zero, can we honestly say there's a plethora of marriage-minded black women in America? Brother, I don't really think that's where you need to be thinking right now. You're 20 years old. Get your shit together, Azrael. I know you like to say you rich, but you I'm just saying, maybe you're a millionaire. I don't know. Maybe I need to get on your level. But if I was 20 years old, right now you'd be focusing on getting other shit together. You know what I'm saying? I need to really talk to you offline and really talk about that shit. But yeah, go ahead. I think, don't tell me you can't find one woman though. Like, that's bullshit. So you telling me in America you ain't found one woman that's gonna rock with you? Like, come on, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of these brothers, not talking about you, Azrael, but I'm just saying in general. What's up, Musa? A lot of brothers don't want marriage. You want to fuck. You don't want the responsibilities of being like a patriarch. What is a patriarch? Can somebody tell me that? You know what I'm saying? Because patriarchs are people. They like when you talk about a patriarch, Abraham. Let's go to the Bible. Let's look at Abraham. What was Abraham? Abraham was a warrior. Abraham was shit. He was rich. I mean, he was a baller. He had his shit together. He was wise. You get what I'm saying? When you think of the patriarchs that we named, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? You think of these guys, you think historically of what they represent. or whatever, biblically, of what they represent. These patriarchs are men that people knew their names, right? They did something. They made a lasting impression. So when I think of a patriarch within a house, then that patriarch would be someone who sets the tone of leadership in the direction as to where that house is going. I don't hate SYSBM, bro. I'm telling you that some of these brothers is teaching some bullshit, and y'all don't want to see it. Y'all don't want to see it, but y'all saying y'all want to defend it. But it's a lot of niggas in there saying some fucked up shit, man, that ain't got nothing to do. It's about, like Metunetta said, that shit about throwing in the white flag, if you ask me. It's not about really trying to save yourself. It's about, man, fuck that shit. Go overseas and get your woman. That's all the fuck them niggas talking about. Them niggas ain't really talking about saving, doing shit for black men, because I'm for. See, let me say something. First of all, let me make sure we agree. This is what we all agree on, and it won't be no disagreement on this. You can't save the black community if you don't save the black man. You can't do shit in the black community if you can't build the black man first. It ain't a motherfucking thing you gonna do. Right? So black girls rock, black girl, that magic shit, that shit is a waste of time. That's just where I'm at, right? It has always been about the black man. Not to be selfish and say, fuck you once I get mine, but to say, if I'm gonna be a patriarch, I need resources. I need wisdom. I need people coming back into my community and giving back and doing things. These brothers that are successful, they got business that's doing well. Give back. Go and help that young black boy. Go and mentor. Go invest in your own community. I'll be the first to say that shit. But when I hear people talking and saying shit like, well, man, I ain't doing shit, man. And that's what a lot of these niggas do. Right? You got to do some gentrification. I don't have no problem with gentrification, Ashriel. You know that. Right? So I want black men to be built up first. And I think that's where, well, yeah, it is. I think black girls is a slap in the face, but that's by white Jews. They run that shit. They fund it. That's who fund that shit, white Jews. So, of course, if they're going to destabilize your community, they're going to fund you. They're going to push your women to believe some bullshit. That's what they doing. That every time I told y'all, wherever you see historically, well, black people been fucked over, it was a white Jew pulling the trigger. It's always been. Right? But that wasn't the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make, if you're going to strengthen the black community, you've got to strengthen black men, black boys. Ain't no need in fucking with men, you fuck with boys. Because it's easier to fix broken boys than it is to fix broken men, right? It's easier to take a child at 12 and 13 and invest in them and they'll listen. Whereas somebody that's 35, 36, oh my God, these doing porn people kill me. Speaking of, right? Speak of the devil, talk them up. Anyway, right? If you really want the black community to be turned around, we invest in our boys first. So when you say SYSBM, it's really how you do it. Now, save yourself would imply fuck the community. More black women for y'all. I don't get. Okay, I don't get that one either. I don't get what you're saying. I don't get that one. But what I'm saying is this: when you say save yourself, then you're really saying, okay, we're going to invest in this guy, put the resources. Then he's gonna say, fuck everybody. It's all about me. Then that's a little different. You know what I'm saying? Then, okay, I'll invest in the community if you're willing to, but these are the things I'm going to need. And this is, you know what I'm saying? And that's it. Wait till one of their mixed kids, because then they'll become pro-black. Facts. You know, look, if you're going to be exactly. A patriarch's leadership echoes on for generations. Exactly. Right? I heard Steve Harvey say, the only reason your grandkids don't know who your great-great-grandfather is because he didn't do nothing. He didn't leave you nothing. Right? But you better believe that the Rockefellers know who John Rockefeller is. You better believe the Vanderbilts know who Cornelius Vanderbilt is. You better believe, right? I'm just saying. You feel me? He says, why be against it if it's more black women for the guys that aren't SYSBM? Why be against it? Well, at the end of the day, it's not about women to me. This shit ain't about women. That shit easy, to be honest with you. It's real easy. And a lot of times, to be honest with you, a lot of those brothers that's SYSBM, you ain't gonna get the type of women most of the time that you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't finna get the best of the best any fucking way. So go ahead, do you. You know what I'm saying? Most of them, a lot of them, not all of them. Not all of them. Okay, Darth Slothius. Sloth. Miss Darth Slothius. I apologize. Darth Laziness. My bad. But what I'm saying is, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of them brothers, you know, ain't my competition any fucking way. If you think like that, you ain't my competition any fucking way. So, you know what I'm saying? How much does your course cost, speaking with all transparency? Well, it's $297 a month. It depends on what course you're taking. Right now, my brother's teaching Oracle Financials. That's probably taking, I don't know how long. It's probably going to take at least another 2.5 months. So let's say 3 months for that. But my course really only takes about 3 months. And the other, I'm about to do Salesforce. That's going to take 2 months. We talked about that. So that's where, sorry, sir, I really thought that term was all about the women. I thought it, what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is not about women. Now, what they're talking about is about women. I think it's about for a lot of brothers, not all, but a lot of brothers that are in that movement are dry dick brothers that didn't get the fuck. And if they did, they got to fuck the girl that they didn't want to fuck. They're disgruntled about the pussy that they wanted, they didn't get it. So they're mad. And so now they're saying, I'm going to take my ball and go home. And I'm going to hurt you by leaving. I'm going to hurt your feelings. And when you need, you know, men to come into the community and do things, which is what you see me saying right now. When you need men, I'm going to be gone. And then I'll say, see, gotcha. That's what that shit really is. And so it's a smart, but see, motherfuckers got high IQs and they're intelligent. And they're not going to let me just come out here and say this shit. They're going to explain away every fucking thing I say. But you guess what? Don't tag me and put that shit in my comment section because I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't want, no fucker might respond. I don't give a shit. Respond away. Talk about me. Get on your phones. Have your little text messages. Man, that nigga sub full of shit. Look at this bullshit he talking. Fuck you niggas. That's where I'm at. I don't care. That's what I really feel. In my heart, I feel like it's all about, you know what? I didn't get the pussy I wanted. And so to punish you, right? In order to punish you so that you won't be able to move forward in the 21st century, I know how to fill in the blank, and I'm not going to help you guys with it. I'm going to take my ball and go home. I'm going to go to Brazil, and I'm going to get me a bad woman. No shit, no shade at anybody in Brazil. I'm going to go to whatever country, and I'm going to get me a woman, and I'm going to do this, and it's really going to be to punish you guys. It's going to hurt you because I'm gone, right? Because you need me. That's what it is. Even the ones that, well, you ain't disrespecting me just because you said that. Even the ones who get it, who get girls, just look at TikTok. Well, I'm not on TikTok. I don't really look at a lot of the young shit. I'm just talking about the ones I see on YouTube and the ones that in my comment section. Guys, let me tell you what's going on right now. What happened is people come in my comments and leave stupid ass comments, right? Then I come and I do a response video, and then you guys come and say, no, it's not that, it's this. Well, talk to them motherfuckers. Now, where's this dude's coming? I gotta find this shit. I'm gonna read it to you. Did he delete that shit? Because I promised that shit was up there. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I don't see it, man. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Dakotas Jenkins. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. And you guys are probably going to agree with him. That's what's going to be funny now. So I made a video about having strong, intact family structures and how immigrants succeed because they come to America with a winning attitude and they believe in just working hard, putting their nose down and just working hard, doing this shit. And we need to take that shit as African Americans. We need to adopt that part of their culture and start going out here and really pushing out children to have this shit. And he talked about, and I went through Delano Squires and all these people. So then I come down and I get a comment. The brother says, Black women choose by black women choose to have children by Pookie and Ray Ray and them instead of quality brothers. Now, what the fuck does this have to do? You see what I'm saying? And at the end, what does he say? Right? The mistake is theirs to fix alone. See what I'm saying? This ain't up. See, now he's talking about the shit. Now I'm talking to him. I'm not talking to y'all. This is why this video came about. What's up, y'all? This is why the video came about. Yes, there can be mentorship, but in order for black women to put themselves in bad situations, to take it seriously, they must pay for it. In other words, you can mentor somebody, but don't because they need to pay for their bad decisions because they had a baby by a person who wasn't a good person. Now he might have been an educated lame who didn't want to be a father. Because a lot of that, like I said, a lot of these educated lame niggas ain't shit. I take that shit to the grave. A lot of them educated lame niggas ain't shit. It's not some drug dealer that she had a baby by every time. It's not. It's not some thug that got a record. It's not. It's not. Guys, so see what I'm saying? Now I'm sure you brothers probably agree with every word he's saying. Y'all probably, having inner orgasms over this shit. Like, oh my God, I love what he's saying. He's just working. That's what I'm talking about. Then when somebody responded to that shit, no, I don't mean that. Yes, it does. That's what he's talking about. He done projected that somebody expects him to come into the community, which is why I said this. I'm like, where did you even get? Clearly, you see why I said, why did you even think that somebody was asking you to come into the community to, save or marry or be with a baby mama? And what does you mentoring young black boys have to do with what his mama did? Have the young black boys, when you see a guy that's coaching a kid in the football league or basketball, a lot of the moms on the side, them dudes ain't trying to fuck with them. Some of them do. But what I'm saying is, a lot of them dudes ain't studying them women. I was in the gym with my son. I'm in there with my son, and I'm sitting next to this lady. The dude, trust me, I don't think that lady was the dude type. Like, he just in there trying to help the kid. So why is it always about that? Like trying to punish the mom for having a child. Who the fuck are you to sit in this self-righteous, pompous ass energy? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. That shit is unattractive on black men. It is. It is weak and it's bitch made. And it's why we at the fucking bottom, because when you think that you can just sit in some seat of judgment, like you some damn, holier than thou ass niggas, like stop that shit, bro. That's what I'm talking about. This arrogant ass energy. And then you niggas like y'all really got something to fucking offer. But like really, if it was all about resources, no woman would fuck with black men. Let's keep this shit above. So that's what I'm talking about. Nothing in this world is free, and black men with their stuff together are not obligated to raise children and do not carry their own bloodline. See what I'm talking about? Who the fuck's told this nigga that I told him to marry a fucking baby mama? You see what I'm talking about? Y'all see the shit I got to go through on YouTube, dog. You know what I'm saying? I agree. And then women, so what you're saying is all these women that filing for divorce are just full of shit, right? They just filing for divorce for no reason, right? Or is it maybe the man cheating? Because how many of them niggas cheat? How many of them niggas is whooping their ass? We don't know. We don't have any percentages on that shit. And even if you do, you have to, you know what I'm saying? A lot of that shit, a lot of these niggas aren't really good fucking leaders, don't know how to lead a fucking house. Number one reason, sex and money, right? So we don't know. We don't know. I just know that there's a lot of brothers, like I just read y'all in the comment section. No, but it's fun, man. Why would I ignore it, Dolph Sloth, please? Why, brother? Why would I ignore some shit? This shit is fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This shit is fun. I enjoy doing this shit, man. Do you know that there's a stat saying only 7% of black marriages last past 5 years? Now, I don't know. What does that mean? What does that mean, Daywalker? You 20 years old, bro. You giving me some stats you got off of fucking YouTube. There's a stat. So what YouTuber you got that video from, bro? That's what I'm talking about, man. Stay your ass off YouTube with that shit. YouTube, real talk, with all due respect, brother. You know your family. But I'm just saying, though, like, so just cause you know I'm fucking with you, Daywalker. You know I'm gonna fuck with you, man. You know I'm gonna fuck with you there. I said Daywalker gonna come at me anyway. 7% of marriages make it past 5 years in the Black community. So you getting married means you have a 93% chance out of 100 that you're going to fail in the first 5 years if you get married. Well, I'd be damned. So you shouldn't, you know what? If you have a child, just be a baby daddy. Just send the money out. Oh, better yet, how about a lot of you brothers just don't have kids, right? You're not patriarchs, though. You'll never be a patriarch. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute. You way out of context, fam. Let me explain something to you. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sub-Zero, you always seem to be selling a product. You sell a course. You stated you're a pastor, etc. You're a pastor, etc. You're getting monetized for your, quote, mentorship, yet you doing this. So let me explain something to you, fam. First of all, I started my class about 4 years ago. Educate yourself first. You talking about my course right now because I turned it into a business. I started my class 4 years ago, right? And just for that, I'm going to put your ass in timeout with that bullshit ass comment you just gave me, right? Oh, my bad. I blocked you. My bad. But anyway, let me explain something to this brother for a second. I started my class 4 years ago, right? I was going to do the bitch for free. But my lady was like, no, don't do that because Black people will take your time and have you working and busting your ass, and you'll really be upset if you did it for free. So just charge $400. That way you can know they serious. For $400 motherfucking dollars, nigga, I sat my ass up here, and I ain't mad. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping with none of my students. But when you come in my channel and you try to insult me like that and say that I'm out here charging and monetizing this shit, bitch, you out your fucking mind. You out your motherfucking mind, nigga. I came in this bitch 3-4 years ago, taught for $400 measly damn dollars, 5 days a week, in 2 hours. I'm talking about 2-3 hours at a time to 1 o'clock in the damn morning for 3 and 4 months. Then did the shit again and didn't charge them a dime. The hell you talking about? And taught that bitch for 3 years. I just started charging back in January, February. For the first time, started doing the subscription shit. The hell you talking about? Don't come on my channel talking about I'm doing that shit. You out your motherfucking mind. See, this is the shit I'm talking about. You talking about that shit, but you charging money for your mentorship. Man, I've been out here like, bro, do you think I don't? You think I don't be on? You got people right now that ain't paying me shit, that call me all the fucking time. Know what the fuck you talking about before you come in people's comment section. I really wasn't trying to block it. That really was a mistake. Real talk. But don't come in my comment section trying to insult me like that. Now you done made me serious. I was laughing and joking the whole video, but now you up here talking about, man, you up here using, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Talking about, you ain't using no motherfucking body. Shit, man, please. That shit made me mad to the motherfucker. Don't come on my videos talking about I'm using people because I'm charging money. Okay? And another thing, I tell you what, go charge and see how much, do me a favor, go find out how much it is to get all the 12 modules of Oracle Financials that my brother's teaching. I just go ahead and tell you, they $5,000 a piece. It's 12 of them. Do the math, $60,000. You pay $300 a month. You getting live sessions, and then you're gonna come in my comments. And then guess what? If you unsubscribe, you can come back, call, text, whatever. And I'm, hey man, what's up? What's up with you, man? I got this going, man. I'm trying. Oh, man, yeah, let me see if I can look at it for you. I ain't getting shit from it. But Black folks always want to try to come in people and say they're getting some shit for nothing. I don't like shit like that. I don't. That ain't, I'm not saying that that's the mentorship that I'm talking about. I wasn't saying my business. And even still, my business, I can do that. My thing is this, man. And this is just some real shit. If you want to give back to your community, and if you want to be successful, I heard it by Sam Walton. I heard this by a lot of people that are wealthy. Find a need and fill it. And it's not about find a need and don't be so focused on the money. Find the need and provide it. That's what I did. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So me teaching for $400 for the first 2.5 years of my class for $400. And hey, man, you can come back if you paid me the $400. You took the class, you quit. Don't worry about it. You can come back. I did that shit for years. And then you're gonna come and insult me and tell me I'm charging like I'm a pastor or something. Like you say I'm not. I never said I was a pastor. I said I was involved in ministry. But now you coming at me wrong, bro. Don't do that. Like you probably should have educated yourself. You just asked me what the price was Like when you say in all seriousness. So you already came because you are SYSBM. Do me a favor. Don't have kids. Don't get married. Die by yourself in a fucking old folks home. Do it. Do not just do it, bro. Because that's the best thing for you. Because for me, bro, everybody don't need to have kids. Everybody don't need to get married. I feel sorry for a child. If you have a child, the shit you doing, the way you looking at shit, that shit pisses me off. Don't do that. Don't do that. And my thing is, at the end of the day, if all my students, I'll give them a shirt off my damn back. They got shit to my, you could pay me $400 years ago. Come back, hey man, I took your class. I'm late, man. Man, hey, come on in, man. I did that shit for years, and I'm finna stop. I'm about to stop now. But I'm still telling them students, look, when I do this next sequel class, if you one of the OG students, day ones, come in, man, I ain't gonna charge you shit. I said that. I said, come on in, I ain't gonna charge you nothing. Everybody was, man, you really? Yeah, man, come on back. Shit, man, $400 damn. You done took my shit 3 times and been on the class 3-4 hours straight. We would start class at 8:30. I'm getting off at 12:30. No lie. And then you gonna say I'm using people? Bro. I'm just saying that's the problem. I just, when I see people do shit like that, that pisses me off. Because in my mind, I don't want a pat on the back. I don't want people listen, this is just gospel truth. Before I get off here, I want people to understand. You give me your money, the service has been done. You gave me your money, I gave you what I promised. That's that. It's not like you give me, well, shit, since it's so cheap, you need to. No. You give me $400 or you give me the $297 a month, then it is what it is. But I want you to go find a developer with 13 years experience and get him to sit on the phone with you, answer your questions and sit up there and talk to you. Guys, guess what? I get calls from students year round, not every day. All day. People call me for all types of stuff. Hey, I'm working on this, working on that. I'm out with my lady on Friday nights, texting students, trying to tell them how to fix their damn database. And I'm not bitching. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'm cool with that. But people, please stop assuming that I'm out here using people because I'm out here trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm out here trying to help people, you think that means that's why I made this video? Because I'm talking about men. I say invest in young black boys. And I say, okay, I invest in young black boys in my business, which is a fact. But if he gives me $400 or $300, that's just like if you go right now and somebody give you way more than what you paid for something, and they going above and beyond, and then you stop, you ain't even paying them no more, and they still talking to you. You think I cut my students off if they unsubscribe, or I cut them off if they don't call me, or if they call me and ask me a question? Man, I ain't answering your call, man. I don't know. You just a student. What's up? What's up? What you got, bro? Yeah, man, I did this, man, and I messed up, and I'm coming back. I'm gonna be back. I want to interview. I don't charge a dime for interviews at all. We'll be on there for an hour and a half, 2 hours on interview night. I don't charge shit. Listen, I'm not trying to say this is like y'all need to pat me on the back. Y'all need to give me a damn thing. But what I don't want is for you guys to assume that somehow I'm saying that because I believe you should mentor black boys, that means that I'm doing that because I'm doing my business, which I do feel that way. But if you don't feel that way, fine. That ain't the only way I do it, because I just told you of 50 million ways of things that I do apart from just the course itself. Long after you are a student, right? Long after you are a student, we talk. You know what I'm saying? I got students right now that call me. Shout out to them. Fred, all of them. They cool as hell. They don't ask me for no damn, I ain't asking them for no money. Fred helping me actually, but that's what I'm saying. A lot of students that come back and do stuff. I talked to Jerome. We talked about the course and stuff. That's a damn friend. They ain't just a student. A lot of these students are my damn friends, to be honest with you. I don't have a lot of friends. Like in-person friends. So a lot of these people are people I talk to on the phone or somebody I knew from 20, 30 years ago. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of friends like that. So the people that I consider friends, a lot of them are my students. A lot of them are the people that I find myself getting into conversations with and talking to for hours and stuff. These are people I really fuck with and ride with. This ain't got nothing to do with I'm trying to use them like I'm a pastor or something. But that's the black community. You know, if you do something and you take $1, you will forever be a piece of shit. You can't ever charge anything. So I'm supposed to do this shit for free. And if I didn't do it, you see what he said? If I didn't do it for free, then I'm a piece of shit mentor. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm a piece of shit because I didn't do it for free, right? So I'm supposed to be up here for 2 and 3 hours. Not, you know what, an hour. Let's fuck it. I'm supposed to give you an hour of my day. Let's say, because usually class, I try to make it about an hour. At first, it's no way in hell it's going to be an hour. The first few classes, any student that took my class, that first month is going to be an hour and a half minimum. And after the first couple of classes is going to be 3 hours. Easy. It doesn't go down to an hour and a half to probably about 2 weeks. Because I got to fix people's computers, make sure they got everything installed, go and get them to download different applications so I can dial into their computer and fix it till 1 o'clock in the morning now. Then when class over, it ain't over for me. It's just class is over. I'm still sitting up there. Hey man, hit me up through VM. Hit me up. Let's go through this. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Right? That's every time I start a class, it's like that. That's why you guys see me trying to get other people to teach, because it takes a lot out of me. It takes a lot out of me. And so I do that. And then I turn around and say, okay, I did that. Now let's go and once the class gets going, about an hour, hour and a half, then, we get into SSIS. The class is usually lengthen up a little bit for SSIS because they don't just grasp that the first time. We go through that. SSRS is kind of easy, right? By the time I teach all 3 of those skills, we talking easily 3 months at probably, we talking about 5 days a week, right? And that's what I'm talking about. That's the thing. But the brother basically insinuated because I'm not doing it for free, I'm unscrupulous and I should be teaching for free. So I need to shut up about going at SYSBM. That was some real gymnastics, creative, mental shit he did. I don't see how he came to that conclusion. You know what I'm saying? I just don't even see how you come to that type of conclusion. We disagree on dating. Okay, fine. But don't say nothing like that. Because that bothers me. That hurt my feelings, bro. You know what I'm saying? That hurt my feelings. Because I wouldn't dare think that a guy is supposed to give me his time for free. I don't believe that shit. If somebody right now, if I could get around, what's his face? Robert Smith, I'll pay that shit and be grateful. And look, listen, Robert Smith is a venture capitalist that invests in tech firms. I would call Robert Smith if I had Robert Smith's phone number, guys. If I had Robert Smith's phone number or Bob Johnson, and I could call Bob. Now I ain't no fucking Bob Johnson compared to y'all. So, but follow me for a second. What I'm saying is, if I was on that level where I could call Bob Johnson or Robert Smith and get some sort of respect, or not respect, but just advice, I would do it. And guess what? If it costs me, let's say Bob Jones like, hey man, I do it, but you gotta pay $1,000 a month. I pay that shit right fucking now. We be on the phone and wait a minute, you telling me if I pay $1,000, I can talk to Bob Johnson? Yeah, shit. Where I sign? You know why? First thing I'm gonna ask him, hey man, this is what I'm doing. I got lifting the veil. I'm trying to do because I'm turning this into a business. But guess what, guys? And anybody that really is an old subscriber, when I had a nigga like me, man, love the game, love the hustle. Right? Y'all remember that? When I had those videos, go listen to them. Those old videos, what was I saying? I was saying back then, man, it's gonna be my last class, man. This shit is draining. Because it was never about the money. It wasn't. I did it to help people. I was doing I'm just gonna help some bro. I gotta go find that shit. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find my very first video when I tried to tell some people I was gonna help them. I gotta go back to the dates in my email to see when that was. And then I'm gonna go find that video and show y'all. Then I'm gonna show y'all the videos after that. After about like a year or two, I was like, after about 2 years, I was like, man, this shit draining, man. I like doing it. I like helping people, but this is draining. Any of my old day one students or day one subscribers know what I'm talking about. I was like, man, this shit draining. It's a lot of work. I like doing it. It is a fulfilling thing because I love to see people succeed. I like to see people grow in life, but damn, and I want to do real estate or I want to do this and I want to do that. So I'm not gonna do this no more. This will be my last class, guys. So if you want to sign up, hit me up. I'm starting class on X date. I did that shit every class when I announced it. And then guess what happened? Somebody will call me. Somebody will email me. Hey man, one brother sent me a story and he was just sad. I got on the phone with the brother. He crying like, man, man, it's my last hope, man. Now I think he took the class. I think he didn't finish it, but he did start in the class. But one brother was really going through it. I sat down on the phone. I said, bro, you know, sorry to hear that, brother. You know, I'm gonna pray for you, and you know, if you want to come in, man, But man, look, man, I ain't got, but you know, I want to come in, but right now I ain't got but $100. This is how I started my class. So when somebody come in my comments and say something, I'm gonna get a little triggered because that's how I started it, man. What's up? What's up? What's up? Keep it techie. You know what I'm saying? What's up with you, brother? But that's how I started my class, just taking $50 and $100 from people. Come on, man. And I'm in class 10 hours a week for months. And I'm giving these guys all I got. This shit is six-figure shit I'm teaching. And I'm just getting it to them for just can't. And I go back after the class. Any of my students can verify this. I go back after the class. Half the students that took the class didn't even pay me but $100 or $50 or $100. And I was like, damn, they didn't even give me the $400. And I got tired of that shit. Because anybody would as hard as you. If I'm taking your time, you're going to get tired. You're going to be like, man, damn. I mean, you know, I'm only charging $400. Like, if you ain't got it, at least call me and tell me. If you struggling, if you sleeping on the bridge or something, fuck it. I understand. I ain't like that. But damn, just talk to me. I kept doing it. Kept doing it. For years. I'm not talking about one class. I did this for like 2.5 years. And then finally, back in January, my lady was like, look, man, you out here. We out on a date. We out here on this, you that. Why don't you go to, it was her idea. She said, why don't you go and start doing subscriptions? I said, you might be right. I said, because you pay for subscriptions. You do subscriptions because that way you won't feel like you just being made an ass out of. And at least it's still a cheap price. Don't make it expensive. Make it a cheap price, but they still can afford it. But at least you won't be feeling like you being made an ass out of because you over and over and over and you know working. And then the people that are really serious will keep the subscription. The people that ain't won't be. And she said, you know, it was her idea. She said the people that aren't serious would unsubscribe and it'll be cool. I was like, you know what, you're right. That'll be better. That way I won't feel like a big deal. Well, guess what? I could teach my class in 3 months. So thank you, Carlton. I can teach my class in 3 months. And right now I got other people coming in and I got to pay these people. They ain't me. I got to pay them. I'm just talking to somebody about Cisco right now. Right hand to God. Literally like 2 hours ago, we was on the phone talking about teaching Cisco. And he got a guy that's going to teach network engineering, cybersecurity. And I was talking to another one of my students, Fred. He talking about doing it. So we getting into that. We got Salesforce already on deck. Already got that lined up, ready to go. So these are the things that I'm talking about, right? And so I'm saying all this to say, guys, I just want y'all to understand. I don't need a pat on the back. I don't need nobody to tell me, oh, you need to pat me on the back because I'm doing this. You don't owe me shit. You owe me a dime, okay? For real talk. Just don't, but when you try to say or insinuate that I'm saying that, you know, mentoring Black boys is important and I do it, look at lifting the veil, and then you say that I don't, well, you don't know what it really is involved in running this company, then that's wrong. And then anybody, if you're doing something every day, I don't just do shit aimlessly, right? I'm just not wired that way. So you motherfucking right, I want to take this bitch public if I can, right? Let's go there for a second. Yes, do I want to see my shit on the New York Stock Exchange and shit? You motherfucking right. Am I wrong for that shit? I feel ashamed, right? If you start to sell cars and you get real good at that shit, or if you build some sort of widget and you're selling that widget, you should want to sell that bitch to the highest degree. You should see your competition as, if that's a toy, you see Mattel and Hasbro as your competition. You should be thinking big. Don't think small. If you start movies, right, you should look at the MCU. If I'm writing books, if I'm a shout out to Young Ripper 5'9", he's gonna start doing comics, right? Young Ripper 5'9" about to start doing comics. He's saying he's making his shit to be better than DC and Marvel with all this conscious, or not conscious, but this woke shit that they're trying to push, right? He's saying he's not gonna give you that. He's just gonna give you great content, right? His shit is gonna be better. He's thinking long term. He's like, yeah, one day we'll get to where we might make movies and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, and that's the thing. So I think we need to really start thinking of it that way. Like, and so me doing this business, as far as it was a business, man, I was doing it as a labor of love at first. I took the $400 because shit, I wasn't gonna do it for free because I know how it is with Black folks. You do some shit for free, they'll use the shit out your ass. That's been my experience from the thousands of dollars I spent with I can play the commercials, y'all want to hear them. I done all types of shit where I spent thousands of dollars doing crunk battles and shit up in Montgomery, Alabama with Tight Eyes and shit like that from the movie Rise, R-I-Z-E, the brother Tight Eyes. His name is Chaz. He was born in Montgomery. He's called a crunk king, and I was going through his promoter, his manager named Koki. Y'all think I'm lying. I spent all that damn. I spent thousands doing that shit. I don't even talk about it. When y'all hear me talk about the brother that could dance real well and I took him up there and introduced him, that's how I met him. By spending that money but that shit was like to help the community. What did I charge? Yes, I charged, but that shit ain't make no money. So I lost thousands of dollars. But you like, well, you monetizing it too. And it was a problem about that from some people I knew. Well, why he charging money? Right? So let me get this straight. I'm gonna go rent out an arena, pay thousands of dollars at a radio station for marketing, bring in artists, fly them in, put them in a hotel, get them security and all that shit. Y'all know how much that costs, right? So if I say, hey, come in any number $10, that was a problem. People have problems with you making money. I don't have a problem with people making money. I have a problem with people raising money for events and conventions. Talking about they need $500,000 for a convention. Now you full of shit because I've done conventions and I know better. Because I've promoted before and I know how much it costs. And I called arenas in Atlanta when Mr. Tariq Nasheed, Mr. Hidden Colors, was trying to do that convention. And I was like, $600,000, $1 million for a convention? Damn, what are you trying to rent out? $1 million? I was like, no way. Your first convention and you trying to meet? No way. No. Now I can see you spending $1 million, but we talking the damn Georgia Dome or some shit. We talking about like some big shit. Like, but if you talking about like I could probably book Beyonce and get I probably with $1 million, I could probably book Beyonce. I don't know about now, but I remember a while ago, I got a price. It was like $500,000. You could book Beyonce, you give her $250,000 down, you pay for the arena, you got to book that shit 3-4 months out, right? And then that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at. Now, as far as this SYSBM thing, it's a lot of quality brothers that's in there, and you brothers seem to have some sort of methodology to your madness. And more power to you. But I'm not being disrespectful to none of you brothers. I'm not saying that. I just read y'all the comment from the brother, though. Y'all saw that bullshit he typed in my comments and why I brought this video up. Because you'll say, well, it's for this. But then somebody else will come out and say it's for this. And that's why I started the video saying, no one told you to marry a baby mama. Nobody told you to go out here and nobody's forcing you to do anything. But I don't see how you can sit in this seat of judgment on black women when you yourself, number one, done stuck your dick in some pussy raw before. That's number one. Like you done that before. I don't care if you pump twice. If you put your dick in a woman raw, shut the fuck up. That completely disqualifies you from. Why? I pulled out. Well, shit. Now you taking risks, just like she did. She took a risk. She got pregnant. She didn't kill the baby. Here she is. And you making a judgment on some shit that on a light. I know me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yes, I have. Guilty. Got me. You got me. I didn't go to the store. I didn't get the condom. Hey, you got me. You got me. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thanks, King Tao. Thanks, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. And guys, like I said, I don't want you guys to think I need a pat on the back or this ain't even about that. I just want you guys to understand, man, I'm not trying to say that I need to be paid. I don't need to be paid. You know what I'm saying? I needed to, let me rephrase that another way. I'm not trying to say that when I initially started, it was all about the money. I just wanted to give back. And I knew the skill that I had could help some brothers make some real money because I was making good money. I said, let me teach a brother. And I didn't think nobody right-handed God on my dad. I did not think anybody was going to sign up when I made that video that morning before I went to work. That video uploaded. I went to work and my phone kept vibrating. Next thing you know, I had 8 students. I'd be like, oh my God. I taught my first class. I think I wound up getting like 12, 13 students in the first class. You couldn't tell me shit. I couldn't believe it. But do the math. 12, 13, 12, what's that? $4,800? Do the math. 3 months. And back then, I was doing 2 hours a night. I started class doing twice a week. By the end of the class, I was doing 5 days a week. And we was doing 2 hours because I didn't know no better. And I was just going, and got through all the material and then revamped it. Like, man, I need to redo this. Guys, y'all come back. Give me a month off. And any of my older students, the first class is what I said, give me a month off and come back because I didn't do this right. And I want to redo it. And then when they came back the second time, that's when they started getting jobs. When I finally got people where they needed to be. But I had to feel like I got you where I gave you enough to be able to get a job. At first I didn't feel that way. I was like, I stuffed it in too fast, and I know they didn't pick it up. Which is what you'll get if you go to all these other people, them Indians. That's what you'll get. Them people that send emails to me, I forget the name of them. Those people, man, you go to their class, it's gonna be a little 4-hour lecture on a Saturday. You barely understand because you got a thick ass accent, and the shit over. And they got your money and they gone. And it is what it is. And really, I don't even trip about that shit because it's like, well, you know, it's cool. But they comfortable with what I'm charging. They paying what I'm paying. At least on my shit, you can unmute your microphone and ask a real damn question. And if you don't know, I'll dial into your shit and fix your shit myself. Yeah, he's 60. Well, what time is it? Man, let me call this dude. Guys, I got to go. Y'all have a good one. I got some stuff to do. Y'all have a blessing. See y'all.